Hello crazy coders, welcome to the third part of our Tic Tac 2 game, and in this video we will make our game check the winner and display the result just like this. As we play the game, has x as 1 and we will show x1, that is player 1, and if we click play again, then we will be able to play the game again and check for the winner again. Okay, and if everything is like uh, draw, then it's a tie. Okay, so that's what we're gonna build today. Without further ado, let's get started. So this is what we have already created. Like we can draw x, we can draw o, and we have the board. Okay, and the basic workflow is very simple. We have imported and we have initialized PyGame. We have used some variables, and we have created a screen. We have made three functions: draw x, draw o, and board. So board basically does is it creates our pygame.rect, where we are drawing our x in o, and in o it will basically figured a way to draw a circle and for the given square, and in this draw x for the given square we made sure we draw two lines which basically return x. Okay, now we have also created a play board variable to take the board that is basically rectangles which we have appended to our list, and we are also creating a logical board with 9 empty strings, and we are making player 1 active first. Okay, and in the main loop we are just checking if mouse button is pressed and the mouse button event has occurred inside a square which is empty, then according to which player turn is it, update with x or o and change the player. Okay, and we are also updating the logical board value at that location with uh, x or o. Okay, now all this will help us with checking the winner. So first thing is I will paste some code here. These are all the fonts which we require to display the winner. As we all see, player 1, player 2, it's a tie, and also play again text. And I have also made rectangles for them using the getRect function for a better placement, and I have used center with 300 comma 250 as coordinates. Okay, similarly here and also here. Okay, I am using the colors red, blue, and yeah, that's it. And I have used spell regular OTF, which is a font file, and it is in a directory, and I have created with 50 size, and for play again button I have created 35 size. Okay, so these are all the fonts which we require to display on the result screen. Okay, and now moving ahead, according to our workflow, I will use a brute force way to check the winner. Basically, I will check every square at the end of every event. Okay, so every time a mouse button is pressed, and I will just check who is the winner. Okay, so that means basically after every input we will check the use winner, and basically I will create three variables to check for the winner, which is number of square filled, is result or result, and initially I have 0, false, and none, and I will actually use this variable to check for the tie, because if all the squares are filled and there are no winners, then that means it's a tie. So I will just update it by 1 every time input is given, a valid input is given. Okay, so that's great. Now to check the winner, I will create a function uh, which actually returns result. Okay, so like this, I will create a check winner function which takes logical board as a parameter and number of squares filled. Okay, now it has I will just paste some code here. Okay, this is a main function where we are all checking for the rows, columns, and also the diagonal. If we have not found the winner and the number of square filled is equal to 9, which is the maximum number of squares available, then we return tie. Otherwise we return none. If we are neither done with the winner and neither it's a tie, then we return none. Okay, and for every winner we are also checking that it's x or o, because if three are equal in the row and they might be empty as well, so we have to also check if it's x or o, and then we are passing it. Okay, So basically what's happening in this loop is, according to a board, we have a board like this, okay? uh, in logical board we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have numbered it like this. So now to check for the row, we have to check for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so as of the loop, we are going from 0 to 9 with increment of 3. So it first it will contain 0, second iteration I will be 3, third iteration I will be 6. And in the if logic, we are just checking I is equal to I plus 1 means I plus 2. Okay, so 0 plus 1 and 0 plus 2. So all three conditions will be checked, and if all three are equal and in they are either X or O, then we are returning the I, which is basically one of the winner. Okay, and in the second loop we are just checking for the rows, and we are going from 0 to 3. First it will be 0, 1 and 2. So the last is exclusive, as I already said. And we are just checking for 0, 3, 6. So 0, 0 plus 3, 3, and 0 plus 6 is 6. So we can do for everything, and we are done with the columns. Okay, and then we are also checking X or O. Then we are returning it, and for diagonals it's 0, 4, 8 and 2, 4, 6, and I am returning the fourth one. And yeah, that's basic logic of the winner. So every time an input is given, this will be called, and we will calculate every possible square winning squares, and then we will return the result. Okay, so that what a function is, and we will get the result. Okay, but if the result is not none, that means if we have the result, so if result is not none, then we will actually reset our board. Basically we will reset our logical board, which means I have create 9 empty squares. Okay, that's good. After this, we will actually make our is player 1 is equal to true again, because we have to start with player 1 always. And in the end, we'll make sure that our number of squares filled is 0 again. And we are making our is result variable true. Okay, because we have the result now. Okay, now after getting the result and updating everything with a new one, then we will actually check in the beginning if result, if is result, then we will actually show them result. Actually, I will create this function now. So let's create it here. So def show result, and it will go like take the parameter of game winner, which is actually the result itself. And yeah, so after getting the result, what I am going to do is paste some code, which is basically the first thing is I am going to fill everything with a white RGB color, so our screen will be white again, and then we will be able to display our text. So basically if game winner is X, then we are displaying X1 message, and it will be at the location of X1 message read, which we have created above. Okay, this X1 message read, O1 message read, time message, and all. So yeah, we have got all three possible results. So now if I run this code, and if I make the X win, we will be able to see the result. But the issue here will be, now if I plus somewhere in it's a tie, so that's not we want. So basically we have to also make sure that every time an event is occurred, uh, and we have to also make sure that is result is also not true. So if result is not occurred, you have the ability to draw the axis and okay. And yeah, I think yeah, this must solve the issue. Let's see. Okay, player 1 1, and we are not getting that tie, because we are like stuck here. But now I want to add a play again button here, so that the players can play again. For that I will also use rectangle. I'll just paste some code here. So this is the code we will require to create a play again button. So basically I have used a play again text, which I have created here, and I'm just displaying it on the screen using screen.blade with a text rect. And also I'm creating a rect which is based on our text rect. So it is actually the height, width, and size will be equal to our main text rect. Okay, and yeah, so if I run this now, I will be able to see our player 1 X1, and then we have a rectangle, but we have not yet the text because I think rectangle is drawn on the top of it. So I will just change the the order. So now if we have the winner, we will be able to see our button. Okay, but if we press this now, it does nothing. Basically what we have to do is we are actually I will return this button, so which is a rectangle, and I will make sure that here play again button, and after getting this we gonna check for if this button is pressed or not. So in the event we have this pygame.mouse button, but for getting the mouse button without an event loop, we can use our pygame.mouse. So like if pygame.mouse dot get pressed, and it will give us three tuple. Basically it will like button 1, button 2, button 3, and we have like right click, left click, and middle click, but here we want our like left click. Okay, so for left click it is like situated at 0. So if it is pressed and it is actually colliding like uh, pygame dot mouse dot get pause, so at the location where mouse is pressed and mouse is located, mouse like mouse cursor, so we can actually do it like this. Okay, so play button dot collide point, we can pass our position here. Okay, so after getting this we can actually like print play again buttons to check if it's working or not. So let's see. Yeah, play again is working. Okay, yeah, it is actually pressed a lot of times. So after actually clicking on the play button, we have to make our board visible. For that I have basically do is play board is equal to board, which is we will create all the boards again. Make is result false, which is result is not yet appeared because starting game. And also I want to make our screen white in the beginning so that all the previous contents are hidden. Okay, I think we are done with the program. Let's check for it. Okay, we have the winner, we have white background, and we have our win message, we have play again button, and if I click it we have the board and we can draw it again. And if we check for the it's working, and if we check for the draw, it's working again. So yeah, that's amazing. So with that, thank you for watching with this video. We will catch you up in the next one.